I'm sweaty. I'm over it. Mosquitoes are biting me. Okay, time for my new toy. I'm gonna open this up and we're gonna create and build my whole van today with that and some cardboard. Okay, so I talked about disappointment, and now I'm trying to figure out what else I can do since I was not able to install the hatch and the fan. And honestly, I'm feeling really dejected, and I want to just not do anything at all because I'm just already frustrated. This is just the first in a long line of frustrations that I'm going to have to deal with. So c'est la vie, let's move on. So I've decided I'm going to at least get started with the sound deadener of the van. And I left a lot of stuff at my mom's house because I'm doing some of the build there. And so I'm limited on what I can do where I'm staying right now. So I've decided I'm just going to do the sound deadener. I have that here. I have the tools, the minimal tools that are needed for that. So I'm going to do that. First though, I'm going to have to get rid of my makeshift counter and bench seat that I was trialing yesterday. I'm really glad I did those cardboard cutouts. It's just really nice to see how that space feels, the majority of my living space. So currently I'm sitting in the bedroom area. And once I have the hatch and the roof fan in, you'll get better lighting in here. But here is my kitchen. I even drew where the sink will go that I'm planning on getting. My fridge, the plan for that. And then this will be a set of drawers. So if you can just imagine with me, there is a fridge here that will pull out. I already have that, which is why part of the design is the way it is. This whole area is going to be a set of drawers. Ideally, above the fridge there'll be another drawer. And then the sink and water heater, I think, will go under that. We'll see. And then this is going to be the bench slash toilet slash shower. We'll see how that actually goes. I will record the sound deadening because what could be more thrilling than to watch somebody roll a bunch of stuff onto a van? Today is going to be insulation, and it is muggy out. I didn't look at the humidity, but it doesn't feel really good right now. But whatever, it's the day it is. I'm on limited days with the things I want to do, so cracking open this for the first time because I'm going to be using spray adhesive. So I'm using thinsulate and a spray adhesive. The thinsulate is non-toxic, but it's made by a company that makes toxic stuff, and I'm going to spray it with probable toxic adhesive. So that's probably a bit of a moot point. So I'm going to figure this thing out. It feels really hot today. I think it's like low 80s, high 70s. The humidity, I don't do well in the heat, and I just feel like I'm melting, but I'm determined to get this done. So let me show you what I'm doing here. I'm taking a straight edge, and I've got these off of a forum on the for the Sprinter. So these are guidelines for the insulation for the thinsulate that I'm going to be using. So that's super helpful, but I'm just measuring, double checking my cavities, and then I'm measuring it against my thinsulate. I'm using the straight edge to make a mark, and then I'm using this cool like metallic Sharpie that I already had on board that was also recommended to me. So all this stuff is not my idea. Again, this is how I'm doing it, not a how to do. $54 by 17 and a half. Do you remember what I said? 54 by 17 and a half. So let's cut that piece first. What did we say? What's our measurement?
I can't. It was like something.
It's 54. 54 by 17 and a half. So I'm cutting this thinsulate, and I got it in different, like 4 different packages. So where they have this cut line, it's actually kind of melts the thinsulate together. And so what I've been doing is just cutting like very fine pieces like this off of that edge so that it can fluff up, because it keeps that edge compacted. And what's going to keep the insulation going is if it's fluffed. So for example, you actually want it to look like this edge. See the difference? See how fluffy it is or isn't? That's after I cut the edge. So here I need to cut at the 3. I'm just taking my scissors. It's hard to do one-handed. And I'm making a mark. So like I have to do one at the 8. I have to cut here as well. Let me see. So I'm gonna kind of stab, and then I'm gonna cut. So then that gives me my mark and what I can kind of cut along, and then I'll just measure that out. Oh, I sounded in the ceiling. I'm gonna see what's in the panel. So I've got these panel removal tools that I got. So I'm gonna pop this panel out here because it doesn't have any mechanism like a door latch or lock or anything on it like the sliding door and the other back cargo does. So I'm gonna see what this looks like, and if I need to put sound deadening behind it, I'm gonna do that. It has these little pop-out things, so I just snuck the little device right in this little thing and just gently popped it out because I don't want to break it. I don't want to have to buy 100 of these because I'm not going to use 100. I might use 5, and I think they sell them in like 100. This part is under the headliner, just by a few inches, but this should be recyclable. It is recyclable, so bye! today's progress, I did the insulation. I can't show this right. I did the insulation. That's this stuff here. And when I say today's progress, I mean yesterday and today's progress. I guess technically this was a 2-day thing. I really thought I was gonna have to go into tomorrow. I'm sweaty. I'm over it. Mosquitoes are biting me. I'm covered in bug spray. I still have to do another Home Depot run. Who cares? Good times.